This is the first force feedback VR golf club accessory for the Meta Quest 3 and Quest 3S, and it's awesome. The AMVR GA1 is amazing for those playing VR golf games, including your favorites like Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf. In this review, I'm going to take you through some of Walkabout Mini Golf's latest course edition, the Forgotten Fairyland, as we discuss the features and functionality of the GA1 golf club. As always, I leave timestamps, so feel free to skip around. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so let's get right into the install here. So install is super simple. You'll see I have the right Quest 3 controller. We're just going to pull the safety string through the top end here, and then we're going to guide that controller straight back and push it all the way in so that the grip is nicely in this tucked away area here. Once the controller's in, you just push this little red lever up. You want to make sure it's locked in place and not wiggling around or coming back down. Once that's good to go, you can grab your guide cable or safety cable, wrap it around the controller like so, and then make sure it's nice and secure with that little piece there. And that's it. We're all good to go. So let's get into calibrating inside of Walkabout Mini Golf VR. Okay, so once we're in Walkabout Mini Golf, we're just going to go and open up our settings menu here, and we're going to go to, if you could see, things are really messed up. We're going to go to Putter on the right here in settings, and then we're going to go to Custom Grip, and if this is checked off, you should be good to go. So you want to check that off, and then you want to go to Options, which allows you to adjust the position of it. And then custom calibration, we're going to hit start. Okay, so if you have something like this, then you're going to want to make it better. So you're going to hold down the grip button. The grip button's going to allow you to freely move around everything. And then once you have it aligned where you want, where it feels like the end of the stick is where the end of the stick is, up by your hand, and the controller's kind of halfway through there, you basically just want to make sure it's aligned. You hold the A or X button to reset, so we can hold the A, and we should be good to go. So once you're calibrated, we should be good to go. We're just going to jump right into one of the new courses, actually, that we got. It's called Forgotten Fairyland. So we're going to play a few rounds of Forgotten Fairyland and talk about the haptics in this golf club. Alrighty, we are in the Forgotten Fairyland. Spooky, spooky. We're just going to go ahead and pull our trigger here, get nicely aligned with our ball, and give it a good whack. I don't know how to hold a golf putter, so let me know how you hold one in the comments. Do you cross the pinkies with the fingers? I have no idea. Anyway. Oof. Oh, buddy. Nice hole in two. Did you see that? Skibbity beep bop it ski. Right off of the left milk jug. We're gonna hit it off the left milk jug, and it's gonna go right in. Okay, you ready? Look, look. Oh! Oh! All right, so hear me out. This is a haptic feedback putter. Okay, now I think they got their marketing wrong. They call this a force feedback putter in their marketing terms. Force feedback is something that actually will push, pull, or guide you in some way, or you know, it's forces that push against you, pull against you in some way. This isn't doing that. The golf club, you have full control over it. It's not pushing you or guiding you in any way. There's no forces involved in that sense. Now, what it does have is haptic feedback. Okay, that's where I think they went wrong. This isn't force feedback, it's haptic feedback. Now, if you guys think about haptics, at least for me, I think about haptics and I think about vibrations, things like that, controller haptics, right? And that's exactly what this is. So the haptics that you're getting, it's not electronic. There's no batteries, there's no motors, nothing like that. What there is a... All right, we missed. What there is a nicely designed, kind of hollowed out area here in the putter, which allows those vibrations from the controller itself. Whenever the controller hits the ball, it vibrates. You get haptic feedback from the controller. That's where those batteries are, the electronics. That's where the motor is for haptics. Those haptics are transferred all the way through the putter up to your hand, and you're able to feel it in the grip of the putter each time you take a shot. When the ball gets hit, you feel that slight bump in the haptics and you feel that vibration come through the putter. So that's where the immersion comes from, okay? Oh, this guy has messed up teeth. All right, we'll figure it out. Let's just wait for that middle one. I want the middle one. Okay. Bam! All right. Yeah, he laughed. Anyway. So, yeah, haptics, it feels really good. It's not force feedback. It's not what I was... Oh, that's a bummer. It's not originally what I was thinking it would be. Are we going to have to hit from there? Are you serious? All right, we'll do it. We just got to wait. So it's not exactly what I was thinking, but what it does is really, really good, and I have no complaints with the haptic feedback that it's transferring from the controllers, okay? So just know what you're getting. Again, it's not force feedback. This is a haptic feedback golf club. Oh my God! So if you're gonna wonder if there are any adjustments or anything like that for this putter, there are definitely adjustments to be made, and it's all at the top here on the top of the handle. Now, you could rotate this handle left or right. As you rotate it to the right, or one direction, I think it's to the right, it stiffens up the haptics. As you rotate it to the left, it loosens up the haptics. And what I mean by this is when it's stiffer, it's tighter, and you don't feel the haptics as much transferred through. But if you loosen it up a bit, things are, you know, vibrating a bit more, and you're able to feel that vibration effect coming from the controllers a little bit more. So you could kind of fine-tune things exactly how you want to get the right amount of haptics for your liking and your taste, depending on what golf game you're playing anyway. Now, there is going to be a 34-gram weight that you can attach to the bottom or anywhere on the pole, I guess, of the putter itself. Now, this weight, what it'll do is obviously add a little bit more immersion and feel. If you want a different feel, you want the putter to be a little bit heavier, things like that, to give it a little bit more of a realistic feel to it, depending on what putter you're using or what kind of golf club you're swinging with in VR, depending on what game you're playing. Obviously, we're using just a putter attachment here in Walkabout Mini Golf, but in other games, you might want a heavier swing, right? So in Walkabout Mini Golf, I haven't been using the counterweight. I tried it. It's a little bit too heavy for my taste, and honestly, this is great the way things feel here without the attachment, so I have no problems. Oh, it came back, it came back. I have no problems running with this this kind of setup without the weight, but it's there if you want it. Nice. Bullseye. And when I talk about immersion in VR, VR itself... Okay, we need to hit it way harder. This is embarrassing. When we talk about immersion in VR, VR is one step in the direction of immersing yourself in a realm visually, right? You have, well, I guess audibly too, you have the audio surrounding you as well in that 3D sense where when you turn your head, the audio shifts around and things like that. That's big. But the second biggest thing about immersion is when you're playing a game with instruments that are similar to real life, like a golf putter, holding an actual golf putter in real life while you're playing a game like mini golf. All right, we're gonna get it one time. Is incredibly immersive. It's so immersive. The feel that you get from just holding a golf club attachment alone is gonna be light years better than just holding a controller freely without actually having a physical putter. But then having the haptic feedback transfer from those controller vibrations into the putter, it feels so good. All right, well, we made it to the second one at least. Where is it going? Oh, behind us, hold on, let's turn. Hiya. So, yeah, so the immersion you're going to get is fantastic. I think you're going to have a blast here. I have no complaints. Now, I will say, the haptics involved, while they do add immersion, it's not going to be an extraordinary amount over already having a golf club attachment. So if you have a golf club already, I would say, you know, maybe just keep that. Maybe just keep that. But if you don't have a golf club already, getting one of these is perfect, right? Because not only are you getting that golf club attachment accessory, you're also getting the haptics as well, which enhance that immersion. Oh, look, a ball. Look at that, dude. If you guys don't know, there's a ball there. So what I'm trying to say here is getting a golf putter in your hands, a golf putter accessory in your hands, will get you 90% of that immersion playing mini golf, right? It's going to get you 90% of the way there. The haptics get you that extra 10% sweetness, okay? So it's not necessary, but is it nice? Yeah, it's really nice. Another thing I want to talk about is the tracking. I know you guys want to talk about that, but I have nothing to say with tracking. Like, it's good. I have had no issues. Like, look at this. It's turning and spinning just fine, and like all of my shots have hit. I didn't, like, since I've been playing, I didn't have a single issue with tracking. When I look away with the Quest 3, I have tracking issues, but that's disregarding the actual putter. That's just the camera's not seeing the controller, because if I'm looking this way and the controller's behind me, the headset won't see it because of camera tracking, right? So yeah, no tracking issues that I've noticed since I've been playing in my session here, so I don't think you're going to have any problems with that. So honestly, really, really good design. So to conclude this, I'm really enjoying this golf club attachment. The haptics feel super nice, and it honestly adds so much to the immersion here. Just having that force feedback each time you hit the ball, being in VR, like I said, is one thing. Having some extra immersion, physical things, instruments are another, and you get exactly that with this putter. So things feel great. Now, one last thing I do want to talk about is the length of this putter. Now, the length is going to give you two things. It's going to give you a little bit of accuracy, right? A little bit more accuracy, because the longer things are, the more weighed down they are. And then, you know, the better the feel is going to be, the weight of it. That's why they, I think, included a weight, just to give you a little bit more of that kind of feel of the putter being weighed down at the bottom for maybe stability, things like that. So the length is good, but the length is also bad, because if you have animals running around, if you have kids running around, if you have furniture not running around but nearby, then, you know, you are at... I just hit something next to me. You're at the risk of hitting something next to you because the putter's a little bit longer. So I personally would really, 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 really love to see a similar design where we have that force feedback, but in a shorter design where the putter is maybe, at least 10 inches shorter, similar to the shorty design that AMVR also has on offer. I would recommend that if you want something that's a little bit less intrusive, if you don't have the play space for something as robust as this, but this is great if you do have the play space available. So honestly, that's the only flaw that I found in this putter, is that it's just a little bit on the long side, and that could be okay depending on your play space and setup. So I honestly really enjoy this golf putter, and if you want to pick one up for yourself, as always, I do leave links in the description. I do have an affiliate link, of course, so you're helping out the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all who do that, and I hope you all enjoy the putter. If you do end up purchasing one, please leave a comment down below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it, to be honest, and it'll help out the community as well by sharing your experiences in the comments. It might help somebody else out, right, with their purchasing decisions. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think of it, and if you want to sub, leaving a sub is nice. I make tons of VR content for you all, and if you want to like the video, liking it is super helpful as well. It helps the algorithm, of course, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for hanging out, and oh, look, another ball. Oh, anyway, and I hope you all have a nice day. We pressed the button and got here. So this course is beautiful, by the way. I'm going to continue playing and enjoying myself here, but anyway, until next time, take care. Bye. Oh, where is it? Oh, it came right in my face. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm getting so much more accuracy with this. Just having honestly, just the longer extended kind of design. It keeps things nice and balanced.